everybody, and welcome back to the next episode of Pro Aging with Paige. And what are we doing at Pro Aging with Paige? We are taking up space. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a mature skin makeup hack, and it's the pumpkin spice look. Go ahead and get yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a nice hydrating glass of water, and let's get started. So a couple of days ago, I posted a photo of my most recent makeup look, and I call it the pumpkin spice look. And I don't know, miraculously it ended up that I had a couple of followers ask me to do a video about it. So here we go. I'm gonna try and recreate that look that I did a couple of days ago. And I don't know about anybody else, but ever since I hit menopause, my eyebrows are just fucking gone. They have become so sparse. And so, you know, it was surprising to me, but I think this is just another part of menopause. You know, things really change. And so for me, it ended up that my eyebrows are just getting sparser and sparser with every 6 months. At first, I was pretty bristly about going in and drawing on my eyebrows, but now I'm just like, fuck it. And I go in and I draw my eyebrows, and I use these two products right here. So this is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. This brow pen right here is really fine tipped, so you can go in and kind of mimic the look of your hair. So I kind of bring this in like this and fill in. It's kind of like paint by numbers. So, you know, if there's anybody that is kind of going through the same thing as me, where you're you know, starting to get sparse eyebrows, you can definitely use these two hacks to draw them in. All right, so now let's use this right here to smooth this out. So the first thing I do is I kind of smooth out that top line right there. So kind of smooth that out a little bit. There are some influencers that do their eyebrows like so well. It's just flawless. Have you seen those? Oh my gosh. But I think it's because they actually have some hair on their eyebrows. All right, this actually came out pretty good. So, you know, you do have to kind of keep working with your spoolie to be able to diminish that line on top there. But those two products, you know, I've used quite a few brow pens and brow pencils to try and, you know, create my own eyebrows, and these are the two that I've settled on that are the best for me. So look, turned out pretty good, huh? All right, so those are the eyes. I always do my eyebrows first. All right, in today's pumpkin spice look, I'm gonna be using, I'm gonna say 3 or 4 products for my eyes. So before I put on my foundation or before I put on any concealer or any blush, I do my eyes first. So today we're going to be starting off with the Rare Beauty. This is a cream. So this is in nearly apricot, and I think this is a perfect color for fall. But first, I do want to go in with this. So this right here is the eyeshadow primer. So this is Urban Decay. This one is Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And the reason why I like this is because this one right here is the anti-aging blend. I'm gonna say the pro-aging blend. This one, so they have two. They have just regular, you know, eyeshadow primer potion, and they have this one. And this one is the anti-aging one because this one has skincare in it. And so, like I said, you know, big fan of skincare products in my makeup. So I'm going to put this in here. Let's get this primed. I used a couple of other primers, and I like this one right now. I mean, of course, if another one comes along that I like, I'll definitely use that one. You know, I'm up for trying new ones, but so far, this is the one that I like the most to get my eyelids primed. Okay, so next thing I want to do is I want to cut in my eyebrows with a little bit of concealer. So I'm going to use this concealer and I'm going to cut in a line underneath my eyebrows. So I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this brush right here. Let me see, do I have another brush that might be? No, you know what, I'm going to use this brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some concealer right there on my hand. And then I'm going to cut it in, and then I will buff it out with a beauty blender. So let's see. I'm going to kind of get it on both sides. I'm going to cut this in like this. Buff it out just a little. All right. Then I'm going to do the other eye. Actually, we need a little bit more. This is a great trick because there's not going to end up being any eyeshadow up on that part. So buff this in. I'm going to hold my arm. See how I'm cutting that in there? There. It's just that little extra step in perfecting your eye makeup. And we need to open up our eyes as much as possible as we get older. It's not completely symmetrical, but yeah, but you know what, whose eyebrows are completely symmetrical. Anyway, so we've done that part, kind of smoothed it out a little bit. So the next thing is I'm going to do my eyelids. So kind of do my eyelids a little bit different because my eyelids are kind of droopy. I'm going to go in. The one thing about the Rare Beauty eyeshadow cream eyeshadows is that they're highly pigmented, and they go a really long way. And also they dry super fast. So you have to work pretty fast. So I just do kind of like just a little bit, and you'll see how far this goes. So I'm not bringing any of the product into the corner of my eye. I'm just doing a moon shape right now, just to kind of get started. All right, so I'm going to use a eyeshadow pencil just to buff it out just a little bit. Just a little bit, just smooth it out just a little bit. Okay, so now we've gotten started. I always think I go pretty minimal at first, and then I will build on depending on how well it goes. I don't really want to just slam a shitload of it on at first, because inevitably I'm going to ruin my makeup if I do that. So let's go this, get it in here a bit more. Just so pretty. pretty this is. So at this point I start bringing it up here. I don't do any crease work. I usually bring it kind of all the way up to here. So it's kind of feathering it up to here, to my actual brow bone. I don't want my eyes to look hollow, so see how I've kind of lifted the color up into here. So I'm gonna put just a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. See how this Rare Beauty product is buildable? It's so pretty. And this color is actually perfect for fall. All right. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye now. See how I just kind of go in and do like a little moon. Blend this out. Just blend it up, feather it up into your brow bone. Stay away from packing a lot of color into your crease, because then it'll just highlight your crease. And yeah, I think once you get to a particular age, highlighting your crease isn't a great idea. All right, so I've kind of got the base color down, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna build on this look with this palette right here. So this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cosmos palette. I love this palette. Look at these colors. They are so pretty, and I don't know, they just 100% like match my aesthetic. So I'm going to use, let's see, this color right here, this one is Orion. And I'm gonna put this kind of right in the center right here to give myself some shine in this look. Right there in the center. See that? Look how pretty that is, oh my God. So let me kind of feather it out a little bit. Wow, huh? It was so pretty. So Orion is the color that I'm using on top of Nearly Apricot from Rare Beauty. Put that out just a little bit. Pretty. All right, that is gorge. Okay, so the next thing I do when I'm doing my eyes is I like to brighten up this hollow right here. So I generally come in and I put a very light shadow. So I'm using the MAC palette. I think this palette is called Dusky Rose. This is the color that I'm going to use right here. So I go in right here. This color, it's like a cream color, kind of like an off-white color. I kind of bring this like this. This is where I feather in some light. We don't want, you know, any darkness showing up, because I do have some dark spots there. So there we go. And blend. All right, so now I'm going to take a kind of a fluffy kind of brush and kind of blend it all in together. All right, so what we want to do is we want to bring this base color kind of down here. The color that matches the Nearly Apricot from the Cosmos line is this one right here. This one, Comet. So I'm going to take Comet and I'm going to bring it underneath my on my bottom eyelid. So let's see. So I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to take this. All right. So remember, tap it, tap, tap, tap. Okay, can I bring it in here? Now I give it a little bit of a tail. Yeah, see that? Here. Bring this up like that. And so I marry the top and the bottom doing this like this. Here. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to soften that just a little bit. This, soften it up. Was my mouth just open? Oh gosh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Blend, 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 blend. Pretty, huh? I'm gonna just add a little bit more of this. Sparkle, I don't know. I'm just like wanting some sparkle today, so bringing the sparkle into play here. All right, right here. All right, all right, yay! I just really, really like this. I think it's really pretty. All right, so I also like to come into my waterline with a matching color. So this right here is the Mercier Caviar stick, Caviar eye stick. So I come into the waterline, I cover this here. So how pretty, look how pretty that is. Nice. And also, I'm going to line my top lid with dark matter. So, where is, I have this one. Yeah, here it is. So this is what I like to line with. This one is a really, really, really tiny little brush. And this is the one that I use to line my eyes with. So I'm going to be using dark matter to line the top eyelid. I usually just start right here and I go over to the end, but I rarely pull it out. Ooh, so I do have a lot of sparkles, you know, shimmers that came up on my cheek. So I'm gonna get rid of that. So that's kind of the reason why I didn't put any foundation on or any concealer on first, is because I knew that I was gonna have some fallout from these from this eye makeup that we did. So also I can use this as an opportunity to kind of cut that out too, right through here. Bring that up like that. Right. So this right here is the foundation that I use. This is Haus Labs Triclone, and so this one is in 200 light, medium, neutral. So like to shake this up a little bit. I'm not even sure if you have to shake it up, but I do anyway. Let's see. Okay, and this one comes with a nice pump. So you don't need a lot. And this is a very, very hydrating solution. It's very glowy too. You just wait. You see, you don't need a lot. So this is how much I'm starting off with. Not much at all. All right. So I'm gonna put it here. See how far this is going? Can you see that? Goodness. Oh my goodness. I highly recommend this. This is such a nice foundation. I feel like if I don't buy another bottle of foundation that this goes so far that I'll probably have this for the rest of my life. So I am just kind of stippling it in, you know, just kind of putting it in to my skin. Okay, let me see. It's going in really nicely too. Like I said, I'm pretty conservative when it comes to putting on my makeup. And yeah, I definitely don't go all in to start off. And I like to start really small and then I build as I go. Can you see how that's glowing? It's so hydrating and so pretty. This brush right here is a BK Beauty brush. This one is the 101, and this one really puts foundation on your face really nicely. I really like the BK Beauty brand brushes. Really, really nice. So see how light that is? You can see the glow. It's given me a nice coverage, but you can also see my my freckles. So of course, if I want to, I can go in with another layer. And I think I'm happy with this. So look how shiny that is. Really, really pretty. Okay, so that was the Haus Labs Triclone foundation. Highly suggest run out and get it if you like to have a glowy, hydrated look for your foundation. I don't think a matte look on me would look great at this point. I think more of a glowy, hydrating, dewy look on mature skin is perfect. So the next thing is bronzer. This right here is a brand called LYS, and LYS is an acronym for Love Yourself, which I love so much. I'm like, heck yeah. So I love how it's triangular like this. See how it's angular, you know? I learned about this from Nikki. I think she's behind me. And of course, when I said that, a commercial comes on, but Nikki LaRose did a bronzer video, and she talked about how much she liked this and how buttery it was. Sorry, I've got a cat, and of course, you know, and of course, I've got cat hair on my face. So she said that this one just goes in. It's so easy to spread and, you know, everything. So I am not great at contour, so I use bronzer. So I usually just put just a little bit up here and a little bit up here. And so when I use my bronzing, I go as high as possible. I like to lift my face. So I usually put my bronzer right here, like right up here. Usually where a lot of people put their blush. And I also have a bit of jowls. So I will put some bronzer right here and right here. And so at this point, it is blend, 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 blend. So, oh my gosh. This is like butter. LYS. And the color in this is Motivate. It's a beautiful bronzer. So let me go in and just start stippling that out. So this is gonna take me a minute. I don't know, go and get some tea or something. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this up like this. This is such a beautiful color. And it blends so nicely. It's got, you know, a wide forehead, so I definitely put some bronzer up there. All right, so I don't really have like a pumpkin colored or an orange or an orangey kind of tone when it comes to blush. I have a cat hair in my eye, like right there. So I'm gonna have to mix two colors. I have the Stila Cheek Cream. So this one is in Peony. So I'm gonna put that one down as a base. And then I'm gonna blend it with this Jones Road Miracle Balm. And this one is in the color Flushed. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start off with this. And the way that I do my blush is I actually put it like right up here. Because the whole point here for mature faces is to lift your face and lift the look. So I'm not going to be putting any blush down here. It's all going to go on top of where I put my bronzer. So that's like the hack. So I'm going to put a couple of dots right up there. And I'm going to put a couple of dots up here. Like that. See how far up? See how far up I put that? All the way up like that. All the way up like that. And see how creamy and luscious that is? Yeah. All right. And so the next thing is I'm going to take a little bit of this right here. So this you kind of have to heat it up a little bit between your fingers. Like that. Let's see. And I'm going to put that there. So that makes for kind of a delicious color. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to put this in here like that. Oh, that's pretty. So what I like to do is I kind of like to bring it up here, bring it up here, bring it up here, like that. There. So my eyeshadow and my blush now complement each other. Very, very pretty. Can you see that? All right. Like that. On my eyelids, I put an apricot and a pink. And then on my cheeks, I put an apricot and a pink. So they're kind of matching there. Yes! Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and do my concealer, right? Okay, so why is my nose itching so much? All right, so I'm going to use that same concealer and I'm going to not use a lot. So I'm going to put some right here, like right there, and right there, and right there, and there. All right. So I've got this great brush right here by VK Beauty. This is Angie Hot and Flashy. I love this one. So I'm going to press that in right there. See how I'm pressing that in? Oh my gosh. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to cut it right there. So see how I'm cutting that color in? So it's defining, so what's happening here is I'm defining my eyeshadow too in my eyes. And also giving some brightness to underneath my eyes. So I'm going to cut that in like that. Bring that up and cut that in. And this particular brush is perfect for that. Okay, y'all, I'm super into this look right here. And you know, as we get older, you know, we get a lot of kind of wrinkles underneath our eyes. So this one right here, I don't know, it doesn't seem to sink into the wrinkles too much, you know. Of course it does a little bit, but I don't know, it's just a really good formula. It's like a blurring formula for concealer, as well as the Triclone foundation. That's a blurring formula too. So that ended up being just really, really, really pretty. All right, so at this point, I was thinking about putting a little bit of brightness right through here of concealer. So I'm just gonna put it a little right through here. just a tad right there. I'm going to pull it up into my nose right in here. There, like that. I think this look is coming together. All right. Okay, so we have on our bronze. We also have on our blush. My eyes are really the star of the show here, so I'm not gonna super play up my my cheeks or my lips, but I do want to put a little bit of highlighter on. And the highlighter that I use is the In Beauty Project Face Glaze. Y'all, go get yourself some of this. This stuff is kind of amazing. So I'm gonna put that highlighter way high up here. See, way up high, up in here. Rub it in right in here. This is beautiful stuff. Nice, nice highlighter up in here. Okay, see that? Let me see, can you see that? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay, and so then another thing I like to do with my highlighter is I like to put it up here. I start up here, and then I bring a line all the way down to the tip of my nose. See that? All right, so another trick is if you want to do some highlighting on your nose, if you want your nose to have more of a streamlined look, you can use this beautiful triangular shaped bronzing stick to highlight your nose. So what I do is I start here at the bottom of my eyebrow and I come all the way down. So right now I'm contouring my nose. And I like to bring it across here like this. Ooh, look. Gosh, that's pretty. What a great trick, huh? That's like one of my favorite hacks, is to bronze from here all the way down to here, and also the tip of my nose. Okay, so we are almost finished here. We've done the eyes, we've done the cheeks, we've done the foundation. So the next thing is I do want to highlight the bottom of my eyes, like right in through here. And the way that I do that is I use this particular powder. This is a beautiful powder. This is Givenchy. I think it's Prisme Libre. Yeah, I love it. So kind of go like that. Wait, do this like this. Where is it? Okay. Got this nice little puff too from Sephora right here that I use. This is a really, really pretty color. So that's how much I put on my puff. And I just kind of bring it like that. And you know, I know that I said earlier that I wasn't a big fan of powders, but I'm a big fan of this particular powder. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful powder. And it really just brightens your face. See that? Push! Oh my gosh, so pretty. Worth every penny this powder is. I honestly don't know how I lived without it before. But I do use Meteorites by Guerlain, which I think is equally as beautiful. And it actually smells better. So, all right, so there is the powder. Pretty. Okay, so let me do a little bit of cleaning. Get my brushes back where they belong. Okay, we've used a lot of brushes today, haven't we? How many brushes do I have? Oh my gosh. Okay, here's my brushes. So this is what I put my brushes in. So I've got this, I got this diptyque candle and I saved the container and I love pink, so yay. All right, so the next thing, or there's just a couple of things left, and we have the mascara and the lips. So let's go with the mascara. So this is the mascara that I've been using lately. This is Huda Beauty One. This is Huda Beauty One Coat Wow. All right, so this has two sides to it, but I can never figure out which side is which. So I just start and like see. Okay, there it is. So you can feel one side is more as a soft side for application, and then the other side is a more stiff side, I guess, for to separate your eyelashes. I really like this mascara a lot. Look. What? Look at that. Look. All right, so go like that. Press down with your eyelid, and then you can get some of the color on the inside there. Isn't that pretty? You're right. The other one. Also, I believe that this mascara is worth every penny too. It doesn't flake. As far as I can tell, I've been using this now for, I guess, about a month, and I haven't had any flaking yet. So we'll see how it goes when I get down to the bottom of the tube. But at this point, it's not flaking or getting dry. Remember, when you're putting on your mascara, to push with your lash, push with your eyelid, and then you can get some of the color onto your lid, and it actually looks like you've lined your eyes. See that? See that? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Yeah, I know it says one coat, but you know, I don't know. I like to put 2 or 3 coats on. Look how pretty that ended up being. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so the last thing is the lips. I'm gonna go with a neutral lip because, like I said, I think that the eyes are enough. You know, I don't want too much going on. And I don't want to take away from the pumpkin spice color of the eyes. I have really, really tiny lips. I've always had tiny lips. I don't have, you know, luscious, delicious, voluptuous lips, but there is a trick for that. And this is the trick. So if you want to make your lips just a little bit more plump, you can shadow your lip. So what I do is I put a little bit of highlighter or bronzer right there, like that. All right, there. So see how that gave my lip just a little bit of depth? You see that? Just a little bit of depth. And put a little bit on top there. Just a little bit. Gets a little bit of shadow and depth there. All right. So the lipstick that I'm going to use for this, for today, is, I have 3, is the Pat McGrath Lip Trio. This one is called Nearly Nude. Oh, I finally got it. There's been a cat hair sitting there for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. I was like, what the heck is going on there? Anyway, okay, so the lip treatment that I'm using today is by Pat McGrath, and this is called Nearly Nude, the Nearly Nude Lip Trio. So I'm going to go in with the lip pencil, this. And remember, we don't want our lips to kind of do this. So whenever you're putting on your lipstick and you have mature skin, don't go all the way to the creases, kind of go to about right here. See where I went? I didn't go all the way to the ends. All right. Okay. I'm going to come in and show a before picture, and this is the after. So I hope you like this makeup hack for the pumpkin spice mature skin look. Thanks for joining me. I'll be uploading another video probably within the next 2 weeks. And what are we doing at Pro Aging with Paige? We're taking up space. Have a good day, y'all. Thanks for joining me.